So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading done here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Just give me 2 seconds here to set up and then we'll get started for the day. All right, let's go ahead with personal reading order number 49. 49, you would like to know thoughts and feelings from the 20th to the 26th. Let us see. All right. So, this is them thinking about how they can create some sort of change when it comes to connecting with you. Kind of spark up something that maybe feels a little bit more open and vulnerable, feels like it flows a little bit more, feels a little bit more connected, but also makes you feel a little bit more valued. When we have the Queen of Cups and we also have the Empress, we're wanting some sort of passion, or we're wanting some sort of excitement, some sort of desire. We're wanting some sort of flow, and we're wanting this energy to make you feel supported. The idea that comes forward with a star can be creating a little bit more hope or creating a little bit more healing energy, where maybe we're wanting to have you feel more comfortable, feel more connected, feels like it flows a little bit more, or it feels like there's an opportunity here to feel admired or supported. And so this can be them thinking about how can they initiate this change that connects the two of you, makes you feel a little bit more open, makes you feel a little bit more supported, makes you feel a little bit more connected and admired, and allows the emotions to flow forward a little bit more instead of feeling held back or reserved in any sort of way. And with the Seven of Wands, we're kind of wanting to overcome some sort of problem, right? The Seven of Wands is ready to tackle any sort of issue that may pop up in any sort of way, shape, and form. And so it's like them thinking about how they can overcome the issues that may happen between the two of you in terms of moving forward throughout the week, connecting, and kind of seeing where things can go from here. So it's like them really wanting to overcome some sort of problem, overcome any sort of challenge, and have it be where you feel supported, you feel connected, and you feel like there's a point of flow that's coming forward here, and feeling the emotions come ahead. The Queen of Cups as well as the Empress is a really nice combination because there's the idea of emotions being involved in a way that makes you feel like more can come forward, right? It's not just based off of passion, it's based off of emotional desire, the sense of like security to create more, security to feel more, right? It's the idea of opportunity of more. So kind of putting you in a position here, thinking about putting you in a position where you can feel the flow or supported to have more in this case scenario rather than to feel put down or held back. So let us see, what are the message cards? We have, I hope you're doing all right. So this is wanting to connect with you more, wanting to be open with you, wanting to have a flow of conversation. We also have, I have regrets. So again, wanting to kind of change the situations between the two of you, create the opportunity for flow instead of difficulties. Also with the idea of radio silence, this could be maybe opening up in some ways to talk about some things that the two of you have yet to talk about. Wanting to connect, wanting to have a point of flow, wanting to have an opportunity here to maybe explore some conversations that the two of you haven't been able to, and maybe even wanting to check in with you, right? I hope you're doing all right. I have regrets, right? On the conversations that we've had just thus far, right? Maybe there's an idea of wanting to support you, wanting to connect with you, wanting to make sure you're feeling all right after this last week, and wanting to kind of talk more about it and having regrets about it, but maybe not quite sure on how to bring it up in some ways, right? There could be that sort of energy coming forward there as well. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Let's go ahead here for 50. 50, let's see, how does he feel about that rekindling? Let us see. All right. So in one way, he feels good because there's an opportunity to kind of do over the past. 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups. We have this opportunity to kind of send out the good energy into the world, send out the good energy into your direction. And with the Wheel of Fortune, we have an opportunity to kind of change things around. So this brings forward a sense of feeling good because we're excited to remove the idea of endings, remove difficulties, remove betrayals in the past, and we just want something to move forward in a new way. So we feel great about that. But we do also feel the sense of longing here, having a hard time through the energy of the 5 of Cups as to maybe how we can imagine things can be different. So we might get a little bit stuck and caught up in the energy of things being in the way that it is, and kind of wanting to be in a place of redoing in the past, feeling excited about redoing the past, but also feeling like it is inevitably kind of caught up in the past, right? Through the idea of the 5 of Cups, we have a hard time in seeing on how things can move forward towards the 2 of Cups. We just get caught up in the 3 of Cups energy, the lack or the difficulties, the not very good understandings of each other, right? We kind of just get caught up in past energy. And so there is a point here of basically trying to, or feeling excited for the idea of connecting and being in your energy and having an opportunity to be around you, but kind of feeling maybe a little bit of a scared aspect that things are going to repeat themselves. So feeling excited about rekindling, but also feeling the weight of previous endings or previous moving away from each other, and kind of a fear or a worry that it's just going to end up in a difficulty or betrayal or, you know, an ending situation. So let's go ahead and see, what does he want to tell you? So he wants to tell you that he is excited about connecting with you. We have this King of Wands energy coming forward here. We're very passionate about being around you, being in your energy, and connecting with you. But we also don't want to be in a place to force something. We just want something to kind of have its natural flow when it comes to moving forward and connecting. With the idea of the Strength card and the Chariot, we want something to be able to move forward in a place that feels like we can work together, that we can connect, that we can kind of achieve more, but we're on the same page in doing so. Especially with the Hermit as well as the Four of Cups, they may be a little bit stubborn or stuck on the past, and they need some time to be able to take that one foot in front of the other step forward, and it's going to be able to step forward on their own kind of time. They're not going to be able to be pushed forward based off of anybody else's wants or wishes when it comes to moving ahead. So it's kind of like them saying, I'm passionate about connecting with you and being in your energy, and I'm excited about the idea of working together or being, around each other to move forward. But I'm going to need my own time here when it comes to moving ahead. I'm not just going to be able to rush things forward. It's going to be something that's going to need to take some time for me to be able to move ahead. But I'm open to kind of taking things one step at a time to move things forward and see where things go from here. That's kind of what I see this energy coming forward as. Through this combination here. So let's go ahead and dive into your last question. You'd like to know thoughts and feelings today. All right, so this Five of Swords energy with the Seven of Wands is quite interesting because it can be thinking about how the two of you are different, or the two of you have different ideas, wants, and desires, and kind of thinking about how to overcome any sort of problems that may come up. They may also be a little bit up in their mind here, thinking about all the different hypotheticals when it comes to connecting and the hypothetical problems that may, find its way moving forward as well, and how they can kind of overcome them. So they might be a little bit up in fantasy land here, thinking about these, right? It's kind of reminds me of the idea of like shower arguments, where you're like cooking and you're getting into an argument with yourself. Of thinking about the different ways that something could kind of play out, and kind of overcoming the problem when it's presented to you. The Three of Cups, though, with the Three of Pentacles is quite nice. When the Three of Pentacles comes forward here, we're wanting to have the opportunity to work together. We're wanting to have the opportunity to kind of build a foundation. And so this could be thinking about how there could be some sort of way for the two of you to rework things, reconnect, right? Wanting to have an opportunity to kind of have this point of stability between the two of you, routine, right? And the Three of Cups is going to want to bring in that reunion energy. So thinking about how the two of you are reconnecting, thinking about how the two of you are in each other's energy, thinking about how the two of you have this opportunity to see things be different between you both, and kind of can have this way to change how you two are reconnecting. And the Lovers card brings forward the idea of choice, right? So thinking about the choices that the two of you can make in terms of moving forward, thinking about the opportunities that can come forward here in moving forward, thinking about the passions, the desires, and the different directions that things can take when it comes to connecting. So I just see them strongly being in a place here of thinking about, okay, here's some of the problems that can come forward in reconnecting. It's really good that we're reconnecting, but we maybe have to think about how we can build that foundation, build that friendship, build that structure between the two of us. And here's the different choices that can come forward when it comes to moving ahead. And of course, again, we want to celebrate. We've got double threes as well as a Three of Cups, right? We're wanting to see an opportunity to be an excitement and connection, but also kind of feeling a little bit nervous here with this Five of Swords on how there might be some different ideas that the two of you have when it comes to moving forward, and kind of recognizing how that can kind of impact the two of you in moving ahead because of these different wants and desires, and just thinking about how they can overcome those. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading here today, check it out. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Let's go ahead here for 51. 51, you'd like to know, are you ever going to get to the point where you can trust them to not treat you the way that they have in the past and to be more consistent towards you? Let us see. I have no idea where that Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. All the cards should be in the upright position. I will grab another card for that one. All right, so yes and no. So consistent, maybe not. We have the Three of Pentacles where we're wanting to be able to build up, we're wanting to be able to move something forward in a place that can feel that stability, but it may not always be present. It may not always be something that we can move forward with because again, it's something that is building the foundational layer. Now, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse of the Judgment is kind of like a call it what it is, and this can be reflected in our own energy. Not to say that they are going to treat you based off how you treat yourself, but what you accept and what you don't say or don't speak up about or don't stand up about, that is just going to create the space for this lack of trust and lack of consistency to come forward, right? The more High Priestess, you kind of suppress things, keep things to yourself instead of vocalizing them, the more that the behavior is going to present itself, the Devil, right? So it's kind of like a push-pull. You have to create this space or create the energy or kind of be forward about what you're looking for, wanting, and desiring in order to get it. Especially with the Queen of Cups here, you have to watch on how your emotions can kind of play into the situation when it comes to moving forward. So the more that you are in a space of the more you are in a space of being in a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, not valuing yourself or recognizing your own energy, your own capabilities, or, you're not tooting your own horn, right? The more that you don't put yourself on a pedestal, the more that they are going to not also put you on a pedestal, right? Because you're not going to be in a place to stand up for yourself. You're not going to be in a place of recognizing your own energy, the way that you carry yourself, right? It's kind of in a reflectant of the behavior that you allow is the behavior you're going to get. And so with that Devil energy coming forward here, it is a strong card. It is a major arcana card, which basically says one person's going to influence the other. So Three of Pentacles, you have to kind of be in a place here to build up those patterns. So are they just automatically going to get there? No, I don't think so. I think that it's going to be in reflected here of like Judgment card with the Queen of Cups. The more that you're in a place of calling out your own energy and how you carry yourself and how you put yourself forward and what you accept from them, and the more you enter into this energy of the Queen of Cups, feeling stable on your own ground, emotionally stable and emotionally fulfilled from yourself, the more that you're going to see that energy come forward from them. But the more you're in this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, not valuing yourself with the Devil energy, allowing things to impact you or allowing negativity to come forward or putting maybe too much weight on or too much influence on them to you, the more that you're going to find more of the negative aspects come ahead here. So I would say it's not a given, it's not automatic, but it can be influenced into the situation between the two of you. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you're interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 52. 52, you'd like to know, how did he think and feel about meeting up again with you the other night? Let us see. Alrighty. So this is an overall great energy. We were a little cautious here with the Seven of Wands, kind of being in a place of thinking, what are we going to find ourselves getting into? The Seven of Wands can be a little bit of a cautious energy in terms of moving ahead, but the rest of the card combination comes forward in a really good way. We have the excitement and the value and the kind of trust elements that are coming forward here, and also feeling like the luck is on our side. So it seems like they felt great about meeting up with you. It went from a cautious to an excitement sort of direction, thinking about how this is something that Knight of Pentacles they're wanting to see continue, and even seeing with the idea of the Ten of Pentacles something of more of a longer off future with continuing, rather than it being just more of a one day of interacting and then that's it. The Wheel of Fortune can be thinking about how there is some sort of divine element in terms of the two of you connecting, and how they felt like now was the right time, or that the timing really just worked in general with the two of you reconnecting, and it just kind of brought forward a point of flow to be in each other's energy. So I see this combination as to like feeling great that the two of you were connecting, feeling like things very much just went forward smoothly is the Knights of Pentacles, right? It's just one foot very much in front of the other, just kind of keep moving forward. There was no kind of hiccups that they felt. But again, coming forward with like a cautious nature to begin with here, with the idea of the Seven of Wands, thinking that, you know, they're, oh, we could be entering some issues, or, you know, who knows what I'm walking into here. But then basically automatically ending up in this place of Magician, being like, oh, I want more of this. I want to connect. I want to see flow. I want to put time, effort, and energy into this, right? I'm excited about the direction that something could take here in terms of reconnecting, and just kind of feeling good about being in your energy. So I would overall say that this is a very good sort of like want to see where things flow, feeling excited about being around you, feeling like the timing is right, and just thinking about moving forward and where they can kind of just take one foot in front of the other when it comes to connecting with you. So let us see. What was the fantasy land about? Let us see. All right. So it seems like it's about the past here and how the two of you can kind of interact. When we have the Six of Cups coming forward with the Devil, it's kind of like recognizing how the past, whoa, can you please move? How the past can interact in the present moment and kind of find ugly portions rear its head, right? The idea of the Devil is where we would find ourselves chained to each other, the patterns that we have, codependency, negativity, toxicity, anything that falls under that sort of direction. And with the Six of Cups, it's like those sort of elements about the past. So really thinking about where things could kind of go wrong, and how the two of you can kind of influence each other for where things could go wrong. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, we're also thinking about how, as an individual, maybe we found our footing, found our ground a little bit more, and how we can then, with the Page of Pentacles, go ahead and offer some of that stability. So now that we've grown, how do we apply that in terms of moving forward? Maybe even how do we apologize about some things of the past so that we can find the sense of like movement and flow and stability in terms of moving forward. The Queen of Cups can also come ahead as a card of wanting to have more emotion flow into the situation as well. So thinking about how maybe we can be a little bit more balanced emotionally, how we can kind of apply to the situation in a way that's a little bit more of a flow emotionally, and not allow our emotions to get the better of us, and just find an opportunity to connect with stability and connect in a way that is about creating movement and creating flow forward instead of reverting to past behavior. So that's kind of what I see see coming forward in this sort of combination. Really just thinking about the negativity of the past in general, and how we can maybe overcome some of those problems, and maybe even apologize for some of the things in the past there as well. So let us see why the more affection this time. Let us see. All right. So Seven of Pentacles with the Lovers card can kind of give me the idea that it's something that has been a pattern in them connecting with other people. So the Seven of Pentacles is a pattern that's built up over time, something that's been kind of invested in over time. And the Lovers card is a choices when it comes to our passions, our love, our desire. And so this could say that this is what they've been kind of built up to do when it comes to connecting with other people. And so now we're seeing that Page of Cups, it being offered outwards. We don't see depth to it though. When we have the Page of Cups forward, it's a communication card, yes, but it is a card that more so gives the idea of like youthful communication, a naive communication. It can give more of the idea of like just not having the depth, right? We have a Fish in a cup, so it's not overly serious. And we have this Four of Pentacles, which is guarding the heart, again kind of giving an indication that it's not necessarily an overly in-depth serious sort of display of affection. It just seems to be like a pattern that they've built up from what they've been experiencing from other people, and now it's kind of relaying off into you. Think about it in the way of like if somebody goes and lives in let's call it England for a year, right? They're going to start picking up on some of the things that happen in terms of an accent, and then they're going to start displaying that accent. That's kind of how I see this combination come forward here. Four of Wands is a passion, it's an excitement, it's a connection. And so this can say in the way that they've connected with people that kind of display, not display, in the way that they've connected with other people when it comes to passions or connections or romance. They're kind of in that sort of same direction of offering it, right? The Four of Wands can also come forward with excitement or celebration, and so this could just be their way of like trying to show excitement or trying to show connection or trying to show desire for flow, right? But I would see it as more of a juvenile sort of or naive sort of way of communicating, rather than it being something that is really in depth with the emotions. Again, just from the Page of Cups coming forward with the Four of Pentacles, it's like we're guarding our hearts, but we're still offering the emotion with the Page of Cups, so it kind of lacks depth. But that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 53. 53, I'd like to know thoughts and feelings. Let us see. Oops. All right. So this seems to be thinking about how to create some sort of flow of communication, but also not really wanting to force something, and then feeling the weight of creating that communication. The Six of Swords wants to have an opportunity of moving forward. We want to overcome some sort of difficulty. We want to be able to have some sort of flow come forward. Just one second. You two. I don't know why they exactly as soon as I start doing reading go from being completely silent, sleeping, to immediately grabbing their toys. So when we have the Six of Swords, we're wanting to create some sort of communication. We're wanting to create some sort of flow. And we want to overcome a problem. And the Ten of Wands feels the weight of a problem or feels the weight of responsibility or a difficulty. And so it seems like they're trying to think of how to overcome something, how to find a way to move forward, but also not forcing it and not having it feel very difficult or not having it feel heavy when it comes to creation. We don't want a step to be something that kind of sinks us down. We want some sort of quick step so that we can continue the flow forward. But the Nine of Wands also comes forward in thinking about how we are maybe closed out to where we want to be. So it seems like they're wanting to be connected, Six of Swords. They're wanting to have communication flow and to feel like there's an opportunity of movement here, but they're kind of feeling they're feeling shut down or they're feeling shut out, and they're feeling like it is on their side to do something, or there's a lot of expectations if they were to come forward to communicate on how does that come ahead, what does that look like, how should they do that, right? It kind of just brings forward a heaviness. And the Strength card again is like this idea of we don't want to force something, we want something to have its own natural point of flow. So it seems like they're thinking about how to overcome a problem of connecting, how to overcome a difficulty in terms of like them feeling shut out, and to kind of create some sort of movement or flow of being able to be around each other and create this opportunity to connect in a deeper way. But they don't want to force something, they want it to be natural, but they're feeling like there's going to be expectations of them or that there needs to be a specific way for them to come forward. So let us see. We have I look at your photos. So this is them in kind of a desiring, longing state to connect with you. We also have your voices in my head. That can be this Queen of Swords, a little bit more of a stricter energy, wanting to connect but feeling the difficulty of conversation or flow, thinking about some of the things maybe that you've said in the past. And then we also have I'm coming back. So there's that Six of Swords energy, the want to come back around, the want to connect, the want to be in each other's energy and be around each other. So it seems like they're in a place here of like thinking about how they can create some sort of flow of connection with you, but also just wanting to kind of be in a place of saying like, how do I overcome this issue, how do I overcome this difficulty, how do I get some sort of flow in the way that I want to see movement, but there is like some resistant elements here in terms of how I can create an opportunity to connect. That's kind of how I see this energy coming forward here. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you're interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 54. 54, you'd like to know what are their thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So definitely feeling pulled into your energy here. We have the Nine of Pentacles as well as this Queen of Wands, which brings forward a strong passion and desire and admiration. This is wanting to be around you, wanting to recognize you for you, and wanting to be pulled into your energy. The Ten of Pentacles can be thinking about a further off future or wanting to be connected, wanting to have something more stable. And with the Two of Wands, we can be in a place of like planning. How do we get that? How do we get connected? How do we deepen connection? How do we take action, right? It's all a combination here of wanting to be closer into your energy, wanting to be connected with you, and wanting to see where something can go. The idea of the Judgment can be wanting to make something a little bit more known. So we're wanting to be in your energy and wanting you to know that we're desiring this, to know that we're wanting more, to know that they're wanting to be connected, right? So I see them being in a place of feeling incredibly pulled to you, feeling passionate towards you, feeling this point of admiration, and also feeling a sense of trust, excitement, and being in this sort of mental state of thinking about how can we make something known that we're wanting to connect more, or that we admire you, we desire you, and we're wanting to see where something can go, or think about the different possibilities of like what can happen next. That's kind of what I see coming forward here in terms of this combination, wanting to see some sort of flow of more, or wanting to see some sort of desire of connecting and kind of making something be known a little bit more rather than just flying under the radar. So that's what I would say here with this combination. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 55. So I'd like to know thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So this seems to be thinking about how they can balance something out between the two of you and kind of deciding what they should do as their next step. The Ace of Swords wants to bring forward some sort of truth. It wants to bring forward some sort of honesty, and it wants to find a clear direction in terms of moving forward. We don't want to have something remain as it is, and we don't want to have something be kind of in a place of like being up in the air. We want to find some sort of clarity in terms of moving forward. So what I see with this style of combination here is like them being in a place of thinking about choosing their next move, and they want something to be logical. They don't want something to be up in the air. They don't want something to create difficulties. They just want to have some sort of point of flow. This can be also feeling a little bit detached from you here in certain ways as well. We have a passion that would come forward with the Lovers card, but we are still feeling a little bit detached when it comes to connecting or moving forward. It's not really allowing the emotions to come into play or the emotions to kind of sway them in one way or another. It's very much just thinking about what is the best move to make or what is the best direction to kind of take here in terms of moving forward. So very much just thinking about like maybe how do they start a conversation with you, balance something out and kind of clear the air, and thinking about what are their choices when it comes to moving forward with you, what makes the most logical sense as a way to connect. That's kind of what I see coming ahead here. So let's see, will Johnny reach out to you to meet up again? Let us see. All right, so I would say yes. The Page of Swords coming forward with the Three of Cups, Nine of Cups would say that this is something that they would want to do. They would want to be in your energy, want to connect, want to see some sort of movement and flow. This is them being in a place of curiosity to even see when can they next, be around you. The Seven of Pentacles, though, can say that they do want to give it some time to flow first rather than to be something that they're just going to immediately say, let's go ahead and hang out today. It seems like they're going to be in a place of maybe thinking about a little bit before they go ahead and immediately jump on the idea. But the Page of Swords with the Three of Cups is a very curious energy. We're wanting to know, when can it happen next? How do we bring up the conversation? It's curious to see, what are we doing next, right? The Three of Cups wants to be around each other, wants to connect, wants to see some sort of movement. So it seems like they are in a place here of like wanting to be around you or wanting to be in your energy, and we're really kind of feeling the pull to do so. Just the Four of Pentacles can be a little bit of a I don't want to be vulnerable, and so this could kind of delay them in a little bit of asking out, but it seems like they do want to be in a place to see you again, so they will go ahead and message you to meet up again based on this combination. So let us say did he miss you overall? Let us see. Oops. So I would say it's a miss you overall sort of combination coming forward here. The Nine of Wands with the Hermit is feeling close out to our desires. So we're wanting to connect, we're wanting to be in your energy, but we feel that sense of distance. Also, the idea of the Hermit card coming forward with the Ten of Cups, we're wanting to have happiness, we're wanting to have connection, we're wanting to have flow. This is the energy of really strongly wanting to be connected or yearning for it. The Death card coming forward with the King of Swords can be, I strongly recognize where things are coming forward as a change between the two of us, or it strongly brought forward how I want to change, how I want to bring change into my life, how I want to see things be different. So I see this sort of combination coming forward here as missing you as overall and feeling the sense of longing to connect, longing to be in your energy, or longing to be around you, and feeling this held back energy, or feeling the weight of not having been around you, and then wanting to create that change in their life, wanting to create that closeness, wanting to create that energy of connection. So I strongly see this idea as like missing you overall and wanting to be in your energy to connect and see that point of flow of movement when it comes to like navigating back forward towards you. So that's what I would say, missing you overall. So let's go ahead and see for the two cards for Johnny first here. We have I can't get enough of you, so wanting to be around you, wanting to be in your energy, wanting to connect. And then our love is different. That can come forward with that change card of the death card of wanting something to be different, wanting to create that change between the two of you, and wanting to create that point of flow for connection. So wanting to have more when it comes to the energy between the two of you, pursuit, be in your energy, and create that opportunity for difference. And let's grab our other card here. We have true love, so they do feel a true and genuine connection to you. They feel that sense of pull and being around you, and the want to be around you when it comes to the true love card, because we're feeling that connection, we're feeling that pull, we're feeling that excitement, that energy. So this is them basically coming forward and saying, I have a very true and honest, genuine connection or pull when it comes to you. It's not just something that is just merely passion or just merely based off of surface level energy. Like, it's a very genuine feeling in terms of wanting to be around you, connect with you, or be in your energy. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see for 56. Have you crossed Chris's mind lately? Let us see. So we have the Sun card coming forward, as the Sun is the absolute only card that I use to signify a yes to the question is being asked. And so this would say, yes, it does look like you have crossed Chris's mind. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming forward with the Queen of Pentacles. And so this could say that they have been thinking about you maybe around work, thinking about maybe some sort of momentum, thinking about connecting with you or being around you, right? The idea of the Queen of Pentacles wants to connect and it wants to bring forward a very caring, nurturing energy. So we're wanting to be able to be around you to create some sort of flow, and we may be thinking about that. Now, when we also have the Strength card coming forward, we're not really wanting to force anything, so we don't want to overly make something happen when it comes to connecting. We just want to be in this natural point of flow when it comes to being around you and being in your energy. And when we have the Seven of Pentacles come forward here, we're thinking about maybe something being built up over a period of time. So I see them coming forward in a space of having thoughts about you or having you come across their mind lately. And it's coming forward in a way of them thinking about how maybe that they can bring forward some sort of feeling of care, bringing forward some sort of feeling of nurturing energy, make you feel connected or make you feel secure around them, thinking about how that they can maybe create some sort of change when it comes to the work energy between the two of you, but not really wanting to force something. We are instead wanting to have an opportunity here where we can have something feel connected, something feels like it flows and has this opportunity to see some sort of change and positive energy in terms of moving forward. So I would say that yes, you have crossed their mind lately, and it seems to have come forward in a positive way of like wanting some sort of growth, wanting some sort of connection, or like positive movement between the two of you. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for personal reading order number 57. You'd like to know, is the relationship between Dante and yourself over? Let us see. All right. So with that tower energy coming forward, it is at least over in the way that the two of you were navigating the situation before. Something needs to change, especially with the Fool card coming forward. You can't approach it in the same way. So I would say there is the idea of how you were doing the relationship. That's over. That cannot be sustainable anymore. But the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups says that there's an opportunity to like slowly build back up. It's not a guarantee to get into a relationship again, to get back together, but the Page of Cups can kind of bring in like a new loving energy, and the Knight of Pentacles can start repairing the foundation between the two of you so that you can like build up again. The Emperor is great to see in the upright position in this style of combination because the Emperor represents structure, right? They're the number 4. They're the most structural element. And so it's saying that the idea of structure, the idea of commitment is not completely broken between the two of you. But how you're navigating things, that's broken. That needs to change. It's not something that can keep moving forward in that direction. So I would say it's not completely over. But it's not guaranteed to get back into relationship. The idea is that the two of you can start new and kind of move forward one step at a time to rebuild, bring in loving, caring, nurturing emotion between the both of you to be able to see something move forward. And through doing that, you can see things shift and change. But it's not something that's going to just be an automatic given that you're going to get into a relationship again. The Fool card comes forward to say that we basically have to move ahead with no expectation that anything is going to happen and allow more of a free-flowing, one step at a time sort of approach to take, fold when it comes to moving ahead in the connection. So I would say that how the relationship was moving forward, that is done. But there's still the opportunity to build something back up again if it's handled with care, right? Because the Emperor is still here. So our overall structure, our overall trust, our overall ability to move something forward has not completely ended. It's just the ways that we were doing things before, that is ended. But it's not a guarantee. It kind of requires careful handling here, one step at a time, with no expectations approach to get things to get back together. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. We currently don't have anybody in the queue, so if you'd like to have your personal reading done, you can have it done next. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. No worries. Thank you as well for allowing me to do your reading for you. So these are paid personal readings, as the pinned comment states. Temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings if you would like to have a personal reading here today. Check out the website. The link is down below in the description box and also as the pinned comment. But these are paid personal readings only. These are not free. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 58. Do they want you to spend the night? Let us see. All right. So I would say that there would be the thought, maybe, but not necessarily the complete desire. When we have the Six of Wands, we're wanting to approach a situation with the most success. And the Strength card says that we do not want to force something to be. We don't want to rush something in any sort of way. And the Seven of Pentacles would be us like wanting to build something up over time and give something the space and the time. The Eight of Cups is kind of taking a leap to the unknown. And so this is kind of like they don't want to enter into a state where it's going to kind of move things forward without success, but there's still this desire for harmony and connection, especially with the Four of Wands being the representation of the home. We would still want to be connected in the home. And so this would bring forward like maybe the thinking about it, but rushing it out of the mind and saying, oh, that might be rushing things a little bit too much. It might be forcing things a little bit too much. It might lead us down in a direction that is not necessarily the best. Who knows how it's going to impact what we want, right? It kind of pushes things out of the mind rather than letting the mind sit on it for a very long time. So I would say that there is like the want or the thought, but not necessarily like they were going to completely follow through with the action. The action seems a lot further away than the want or the thought. Especially with this idea of like wanting to see something move forward in the most successful way that it can. We don't want to force something. So sure, that might be the desire and the thought about it, but it's like the action is so far away that I wouldn't get hyped up about having a yes come forward here in terms of the want. You know what I mean? But I would say yes for this combination, but the mind definitely overpowered it of saying, I don't want something to feel forced. I don't want to do something before we're ready for it. I just want to move forward in the most successful way possible, even though there might have been a desire come forward. So I would say yes, but definitely was more shut down than it was thought about navigating that pathway forward. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. I am just going to run away and go grab my phone charger. It's a tongue twister. So I will be right back. No worries at all. And I think that that really helps the change in terms of moving forward, right? Because if you're in a place of standing for your own, it kind of creates that sort of line beyond just an interaction, right? That's going to go into their conscious and subconscious, and they're now going to kind of change their behavior and how they interact with you based off that one instant, right? It kind of creates a domino effect and really changes things around. So it's like not even just the one instance creates a change. It's, or not even the one instance just creates a change in the moment, it creates a change going forward.